With the Supreme Court's anti-choice majority poised to further restrict abortion and reproductive rights and overturn Roe v. Wade, the nation is on the precipice of eliminating a federal right that has been the law of the land throughout the United States for 50 years. It's shameful and it's wrong. Lieutenant Governor Stratton, our partners in the State House who are here, and I want to thank Planned Parenthood for hosting us this morning, but maybe more importantly for the truly life-saving and life-changing work that they do for patients in Illinois and throughout the United States. We joined together to mark the Regional Logistics Center's opening in January on the 49th anniversary of Roe v. Wade, knowing that Roe's guarantee of a woman's right to choose might not make it to the 50th anniversary. In the months since then, hundreds of patients from other states throughout the South and Midwest, from their medical procedure, as many patients would, but recovering from the odyssey that forced them to seek refuge here. More than 75% of this clinic's patients are from out of state, coming from places like Oklahoma, Missouri, Texas, and Kentucky, sometimes traveling 8+ hours and hundreds of miles to get basic reproductive care. Often these patients have struggled to get the necessary child care, lodging, and time off work. They're patients who've struggled to find enough money to travel this far. Patients who've had to answer personal questions to their employers or had to invent a reason to be gone for days. Patients who've faced hurdles at every turn in the pursuit of basic health care. And let's be crystal clear about one point. Abortion is health care. By the time many of these out-of-state patients make it to Fairview Heights, Illinois, they have traveled further than anyone should have to, physically and emotionally. People should not have to endure trauma after trauma to be in control of their own bodies. But that's exactly the burden that this right-wing Supreme Court and anti-choice governors and state legislatures increasingly put on the backs of millions of women. Since 2015, the number of out-of-state patients coming to Illinois to make their own decisions about whether, where, and how to get to be a parent has tripled, and without action from Congress, it's set to soar. Let me be extra clear about this. Illinois is a pro-choice state, and as long as I'm governor and we retain a pro-choice legislature, we will support every woman's right to reproductive freedom. When women come here to this state, you are welcomed in Illinois. You are supported. You are safe. You won't need to suffer additional trauma. You'll be treated with dignity and empathy and compassion. To the U.S. senators who are voting today on whether to safeguard a woman's right to choose, there is no archaic rule, no parliamentary maneuver, no matter what, that is more critical than protecting the lives and bodily autonomy of more than 160 million people. It's long past time for this nation to codify Roe v. Wade into law. If it takes overhauling the filibuster, then overhaul the filibuster. If it requires countless hours of pleading and deliberation, then get to work. If it takes courage, find the courage. My mother fought for women's liberation and reproductive rights, and she showed me how protests can change the minds of politicians who are stuck in the past, and how important it is to turn protest into action. Right now, women are under siege. Basic rights to privacy, to health care, to the rights of women to control their own bodies are about to be stripped away. The world is watching. Here in Illinois, we trust women. To the U.S. Senate, we say, be like Illinois.